Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Felris. Thank you for joining me to play some Raid Shadow Legends today. Y'all, today we are going to be talking about this new event dungeon here. And what it is. I saw a lot of people saying it's bugged. It's not actually bugged, so let me explain that. And I'm also going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on this new Asgard Divide event. I know I'm a bit late to the horse with that, but I've been really trying to wait and see if this is going to be a quality event or not. So we've got a bunch of stuff here going on. We're going to be able to get primal shards. It's going to be pretty cool. So let's just see what is kind of included, okay, in all of this. So the first thing I'm going to need to cover is the event dungeon, okay? So the passive here is not bugged, okay? So Odin has a passive that puts a block damage and then a buff spread. It does seem to activate randomly, but this is every 9 turns, and that counts both his allies' turns, his turns, and your turns. So it's like Wukong. Wukong revives every 3 turns. It's everyone's turns. So I think we all assumed that this was every 9 of his turns, but it's actually every 9 turns in general. So I thought it was bugged at first. I reported it. They were like, no, it's not bugged because of this. So, yeah, just so y'all know, that is what's going on here. This is not a bug, okay? So, in order to deal with that, you need strip and block buffs, right? So I've got an AoE strip here from Armons, effectively an AoE strip from Arbiter, AoE block buffs from Ugo, as well as a block buffs here from Calamitous, right? I'm also going to be using Adeline for some extra accuracy and Brimstone. So that's the team I'm using in this dungeon. It can be pretty fast. It depends on how fast you take out the allies. If you take out the allies, it's pretty quick. So I'll just show you a run here. Right, you've got Armons with the crowd control, right? I will say this magic. I don't know what his name is, but he's really annoying. He is extremely annoying, actually. I do not like dealing with him, but it is what it is. So, yeah, that the AoE stun is also annoying, right? Odin puts out an AoE stun. That is rather rough to... It's not too rough to deal with. It's just annoying with the block damage, you know? Yeah, it's just annoying with the block damage. But if you take out the allies pretty quick, this dungeon isn't that hard. It's if you take out the allies slowly, that's when it becomes a little bit more difficult, right? I actually rebuilt Ugo here with more speed just for this dungeon, because the AoE block buffs is so important, right? As well as the drop defense. I could have used Shayek as well. He also has a 4-turn AoE block buffs. But Ugo needs to be trained anyway, so might as well use her, you know? Right, but if you take out the allies pretty quickly, it becomes not as hard, you know? Obviously, this team is still dealing with the allies, but there we go. Now we've got Calamitous revived, which means that we are going to do a lot better against these allies, right? They don't really have any healing, which is good, right? We took out the other one. Okay, great. This is not the best team by any means. This is just what I have that we're using to deal with this dungeon here. I think you could probably use a Provoker to pretty good effect. If you have a Provoker in place of, I don't know, maybe Adeline or Armons. Calamitous can be replaced with really any AoE damage dealer. Once we get his base form back, it'll be much better, because he'll be able to heal himself, as well as put out super strong hits far more consistently because of his heals. So Arbiter will revive him. He'll get his Form 1 back. And then he'll really start doing some damage. It just might take a while for all those things to line up. And that's the annoying thing is you probably want your team for this dungeon speed tuned, which is really annoying, actually. Because you probably don't want to speed tune your newt or whoever you're using specifically for this limited time dungeon. You know what I mean? Like you probably want this speed tuned. I'm not going to. I think it is what it is. Y'all, I'll come back to you at the end of this run. You guys are getting the idea. It's just going to go on like this forever because Arbiter and Ugo are just going to keep us healed. And we're not yeah, this is just going to kind of go how it goes until things line up properly. Which is annoying that this team has to do that, but I don't know, like, how else do you do it? AoE strip, AoE block buffs, that's about all you can do, right? And then Calamitous gets slaughtered again, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Arbiter also doesn't have books, so that's why she isn't performing as consistently either. Ideally, we could, I guess, put in, like, Rathalos instead of Armons, but he's going to be far more squishy. Anyways, I'll come back to you guys at the end of this run. Alright, y'all, we're going to try it with this team right here with Korugar as a protector, right? So that we aren't dying as fast. Yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit better than with Armons. Of course, we lose the crowd control, but we're going to just try to kill them super fast anyways. Yeah, but I guess the main things, I want to show you a successful run here. That other one was just taking a bit too long. And I didn't want to sit through that or make all of you guys sit through it. So we're going to try this team, see if it's a little bit better. It should be because Korugar also brings an AoE cleanse, and he hits decently hard as well. So we will see how this works. Yeah, this is already much better. This is already much better. We don't like that ally, that one ally who puts out the counterattack and the provoke. He's annoying. He's very annoying. Not even because he's strong, just because he's annoying. Now, okay, so yeah, this is going much better. This is going much better. The Berserk debuff is very interesting. I actually like it. I think it's a pretty cool mechanic. It's like a more powerful weaken. If we ever get an AoE Berserk champion, that would be pretty cool. But as you can see, this team is making short work of the boss here. It is a bit inconsistent in how long it takes, but other than that, yeah, it's fine. It works, right? Of course, with Korugar putting out a little bit of more damage than Armons does, it helps, right? And then of course we've got the big slaps coming in from Calamitous, who I'm making into my account super nuker. I like making the super nukers, but like I think he's pretty cool that way as a nuker. He does need accuracy, but he's got over 200 accuracy and he still nukes pretty hard. So I would say he's the best built champion on my account though. So hey, I put pretty much my best gear on him. Him and Arbiter. My fastest gear is on Arbiter. But as you can see, guys, after we take down the allies, this boss isn't too hard, right? You can use a poisoner, I think. A poisoner would be pretty good if you want to, instead of Adeline with the brimstone. That could work. Ninja would be good. That's what I used to clear the earlier stages. So if you have a good ninja, that's great. But there you go. As y'all can see, let's see, can we keep these boots? Probably not. There we go. It's a 3-minute run there, right? This is the team. Of course, you can replace Calamitous with any AoE damage dealer, right? Arbiter, you can't really replace. Ugo, you can't really replace. I could probably replace her with Shayak, but I like the AoE defense down as well as the cleanse. I think that's pretty good. Right, so there's that team. Alright. So, what do I think about this Asgard Divide event? Well, I think this Loki chase is pretty cool. Hold on. Let's see Loki here. This kit is so unique, and I think it's really good, right? A bunch of people were saying he's bad. I don't think he's bad. He's not bad. He's just very unique, right? This passive places a perfect veil on this champion for 2 turns at the start of each round. Also places perfect veil on this champion for 1 turn when their HP drops below 50%. Chance to evade, okay? Here we go. If the target is... Okay, selects a target. Block active skills, block buffs. Can't be resisted if this champion is under veil. Debuff spread. Okay. Places perfect veil. If this champion is under perfect veil, applies buff spread. So basically what he'll do, he'll veil himself. He'll basically... He should be always under veil. Yeah. And he can put... He can put veil on himself, buff spread it to everybody, right? That's kind of what he's going to be doing, and then he's going to be another lockout champion, right? Then he's going to steal buffs and steal turn meter, right? And then buff yourself, and then he has a increased duration of debuffs, which means he could be good in clan boss, right? Chance increases to 50% if he's under veil or perfect veil. So I think he's going to be very good. He's going to be very good, very solid for Hydra, very solid for Doom Tower, very solid in Arena, I think. Also, if you're just starting out and you're going through campaign, I think he'll be good, very good there as well. He'll be able to lock out the waves, veil himself so he won't get hit, right? As well as, you know, if you combo him with like Ninja or Wukong, whoever you got from the free promo code, yeah, he'll be very good. What do you guys think of his aesthetics? I am not a huge fan, but I don't hate it. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so I'm also guessing that there's going to be a fusion associated with this Asgard Divide event. It may not be... Let's see. It may not be Thor, because it very possibly... He could be a guaranteed in the Hero's Path. I've heard a lot of people speculating that he will be a guaranteed in the Hero's Path. So it may not be Thor, but I would assume that there will be a fusion associated with it, right? I think it's pretty fun. It's very interesting. I don't know how good it is for the game, but I think it's fun for the players, right? I think it's always good to give out some good free champions. I think that's good. I think that draws a lot of people. I think you're going to pique a lot of people's interest who are interested in mythology and all that, and draw them into the game, which I think is probably what they were going for. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. I think it's a decent event. I think it has pretty good aesthetics. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. Sorry that my first run failed there, but I think we're gonna figure it out. yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.